I'm awake. What did I miss?
Hello, things! Happy Sunday, Bob Fox! Hi! How are my things doing tonight? Hi! The pink thing is back. Aw, thank you, Brian. That's really sweet. Love your Pokemusu art. Pink Snorlax is... Hold on. I need to be able to read this. And I'm a mess up about... Well, okay. Well, you should not be interacting with the lewd dicks. Like, at all. I appreciate it, but don't interact with my content until you're older, okay? You shouldn't. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Hi, everybody. Yeah, and please don't use my art to make AI anything. That's really insulting. Especially not at your age. Please don't. Hi, everybody. Why the fuck would I end up in jail? Are you stupid? No. Look, I can't control who looks and doesn't look at my art, but at the very least I can just tell them not to. He was coming to MA just for sure. Yeah, clearly. But I will always tell people that if you're under 18, don't go looking at my other stuff. Streams, stick around, I'll go ahead, it's PG in here, well, mostly. But everything else, no. Oh, I can see YouTube chat just fine. It wasn't showing up earlier for some reason, but just did some refreshing and now your guys are here. Today is Mother's Day in Spain. Oh, it is? Oh, that's why the bakery was sold out of the shit that I wanted. That explains it. In Mexico, it's next weekend. Oh, I want to go back to look at Twinkie Vampire Boy, but I'm also, like, over the fucking sad backstory. Can we, get over that? Wait, they didn't have cake? I wanted a specific type of sweet that I can actually eat right now because it's very, mild and has no irritants or chocolate or nothing. But, they were sold out, so I was like, all right, croissant it is. I miss my mom, but, she's coming to visit in a bit, so I'm good. ChatGPT, create the pinkest thing and not the thingiest thing in existence. I already did that. It's called my Oblivion character. Lily, I had a thought on the Netflix DMC anime earlier. It doesn't feel like people who made it were fans. It felt like they were trying to fix it. Yeah, pretty much. Oh no, Metal. Does she know what you do? She knows I'm an illustrator, but that's about it. I finished watching the VOD from last night. What do you mean, does the lava hurt? I didn't know you could swim in it. Usually when you run into, lava in games like these, you just, fucking walk on it and die because lava is actually not liquid at all. But in Oblivion, apparently you just sink like a fucking rock. Lily, when does lava not hurt? Usually it hurts, but, you can step away. Tried boba for the first time. What was it like when you first tried it? Weird! Boba taste is strange. I love it now. But, the first time I had it was what the fuck is this? Oh, the peach boba I like is back in season. Soon! You played Mario. How does it go when you jump into lava in Mario? You bounce right back up! How would you go about drawing Hollow Knight characters? Because there's so many ways to make anthro insects.
Cyrodiil is fucked.
Thanks so much for the sub. Honestly, I would do it the same way that I've done a lot of the bug musu. Carapace. Kind of shiny, segmented. They are bugs. Boba, it tastes like... It's like chewy. It's like chewy and kind of sweet. I'm not gonna do a comic, but I'm probably gonna draw Hornet at least once to see if I can do it. Because, you know what? I said I was gonna at least throw my hat into the ring, but I don't know if I'm gonna do a comic. Don't get extremely drunk off the boba by putting alcohol in it again. Oh, I made that mistake, but it wasn't with boba. It was, with a mogu mogu, which is, a drink with mango jelly in it. So, surprise, surprise, if you put vodka in the mogu mogu, the coconut jelly will absorb most of it. So you're gonna be fine until you start taking, bites out of the coconut jelly. And then it's oh god. And then it hits you like a truck. Mogu mogu, yeah, that's what it's called. I've never tried boba. I wonder what kind of texture the boba things have. They're chewy. Oh yeah, that mistake. Yeah, the same thing happens if you make sangria with fruit and you leave the fruit to sit in it for a little bit. One time, my dad made sangria, because he used to do this. He made it in a bucket. He always makes it in a bucket because he made a lot. And I was hanging out with my friends at a lake house, and we each had 3 glasses. And I did tell my friends, hey guys, this stuff is already pretty strong by itself because my dad puts rum and shit in it. Don't pop off. And also, don't eat the fruit. What did my friend do? Ate all of the fruit. Not fucking 20 minutes later. I was like, well, you know what? If you're eating the fruit, I'm eating the fruit. You tell me that sangria doesn't have blood. No, it's literally... Sangria is really easy to make. Do you guys want my dad's bucket recipe? I can get you my dad's bucket recipe. Hi, I'm doing great. My dad's bucket recipe is 2 bottles of red wine of your choice. Does not have to be expensive. 1 liter bottle of Sprite. Or 1 or 2 if you want it to be like an equal wine to Sprite ratio. Slice up lemons, oranges, apples. Dunk it all in there. Add a splash of rum, the good shit, and brandy, the good shit. And by a splash, I mean like a whole cup because my dad was just that person. If you want it to be a little bit more chill, add in some more Sprite. But my dad usually kept it kind of hardcore. Mix it in a bucket with a shit ton of ice. Boom, bucket of sangria. That's it. That's your summer drink, baby. Sprite hitting different, I guess. You did it with Sprite or you did it with some sort of soda with lemon in it. But don't use wine from cardboard bricks, that's nasty. Yeah, no. Get a bottle. Get like a glass bottle. I'm gonna make my dad's fucking sangria bucket recipe. This is important for immersion. Yeah, no, and also do not eat the fruit. You will get fucked up. Like, my friend did not trust me because she was like, but this is delicious. And I was like, no, dude, don't. Fucking 20 minutes later, we are stumbling up the stairs. Because no, we don't trust Lily at all. Fuck it. And then everybody ate the fruit and then everybody got drunk. Sounds disgusting. It's actually delicious. Wait, they didn't realize the fruit was absorbing all the alcohol? I told them. I was like, dude, don't eat the fruit. It's absorbing all the booze. And she was like, nah, it's fine. And nope. I'm glad we were inside because that house had a pool and someone would have fallen in. Have you ever seen the tipsy bartender on YouTube? That man is a psychopath. Oh, I love that dude! For reference, this was the same friend I had that got a kidney stone at fucking 25 from only drinking like fucking 3 cans of Coke a day. The guy that mixes a ton of shit in a sink? Yes. What goes in a sangria? Usually red wine, Sprite. If you want to get like saucy with it, you add brandy and rum. And chopped up fruits of your choice. Some people do peaches. I like to put peaches in mine. My dad used to do lemons, oranges, apples, and I think that's it. I like to add peaches to that. How is your friend alive? I don't know. I really don't. Luckstat? Probably. The Tipsy Bandit is the kind of guy that shows you a giant cooler of fruit and pours in like 5 bottles of Everclear in it. What the fuck is Everclear? That sounds like high-tier fucking party drinking liquor. Everclear sounds disgusting. Everclear sounds like it's just pure fucking alcohol. Everclear sounds like fuck my liver up, fam. Like, what the hell is that? Vodka. Oh! Then yeah, no, I'm guilty of that. It sounds like Paint Tripper. It does! It's like pure alcohol. Oh, shit. Oh, so it's like in Grand Blue Dreaming. Oolong tea. Oolong tea is like fucking Smirnoff and whiskey. That's it. That's the cocktail. I love Moscow Mules. I've had one before. They're super tasty. I've also tried the Big Lebowski's favorite drink, which is the White Russian, which is delicious. But I'm a mojito gal. I had like a liter of strawberry mojito in Mexico. Mistake, by the way. Don't do that. JC was there for that one. Because I was like, oh, I want a mojito. That sounds nice. Immediately brings out like a 1 liter fucking jug of strawberry mojito with gummy worms on it and strawberries everywhere. And I love it because like I told my sister-in-law, who actually does hold her drink pretty well and she likes to go out and shit. And I was like, did you know that I went to a place today that had like liter mojitos? And she was like, we're going. Have you ever tried that absinthe? Oh, greatest fucking drunk of my life. Absinthe, danger, but it was so fun. Like, I haven't seen absinthe since that day, but yeah, no, it was really fun. We had like absinthe slushies. Around that same lake house, I think. It was like the best drunk of my life. Fun as fuck. But yeah, Everclear sounds like a recipe for, like, the bombs, yes. The most fucked up I got was on Epcot sake. Wait, you can get blitzed in Epcot? You can get blitzed in... I thought Disney didn't allow drinking on the premises. I genuinely thought that Disney didn't allow people to drink in the parks. You can. Where? They do now. Oh, shit. Wave. 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 It was only Magic Kingdom, which changed since. Drinking around the world is what Epcot is known for. Wave. 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 If I go to Orlando, it's like going to Disney is such a pain in the ass. But going to Disney just to go to Epcot, we could do. We could get like a day pass for Epcot and go get fucking blitzed. We'll do an Epcot day. Yeah, because I love the gift shop in Japan, and we'll just take hubby, who and see if we can find him a drink that he likes. God, could you guys imagine me and Wave in the same room with alcohol? Thanks so much for the sub! Get smashed and punch Goofy in the face. No, we're gonna get smashed, and then we're gonna go on the Mexico ride. Who's gonna be the appointed driver? Hubby, obviously. The person that doesn't drink. There's the rat ride too. Oh my god, the rat ride! I've never been. There's videos of people in YouTube doing the drink around the world at Epcot. We're doing it. I can't imagine Wave and I in the same room with alcohol involved. Like, it's already like a mess on a good day. A fun one. Could you imagine what would happen if we actually got drunk? YouTube will be the reason they ban alcohol again. Oh, we don't go that hard. At least I don't. Yeah. I haven't been to Disney in nearly 20 years. I haven't been to Disney since I was... Yeah, same, actually. Almost 20 years. Looks at Lily's Twitter and is greeted by Clusie. You're welcome! I had a lot of fun designing the other two Jokers. Yeah. I went to Disney a lot when I was little, and then, because my parents had a timeshare and we lived in Miami. But then, like, as I got older, my dad was like, absolutely fucking not. And now it's like impossible to go without like a 2-month plan in advance and a dream. And I'm like, you know what? We're not doing that. But if it's just to go dick around in Epcot, we could do that. Hi! The monkey spam on Discord was funny. Yeah. I've been to all of them. You invented Monkey Clusie and the Pink Thing Clusie. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked the Jokers. It was really fun to make them. Oh yeah, now they're super expensive. Last theme park I went to? Ooh. God, I can't remember. Honestly, I think it might have been Disney. My day was good. Been working. Alternating work on Pokemon stuff versus new model stuff, which is going great. Involves some animation practice that I'm actually really happy to be doing because I'm learning things. Oh yeah, didn't they get rid of Mission Mars in Epcot? They got rid of that shit that made you vom. The dogs are coming along swimmingly, by the way. I'm so excited for the video. Thanks so much for this sub!
I'm here to vibe, so here comes 62 months.
Holy shit, you've been here a while. Your Necromorph has a hat! I made all of the fucking badges for subs, right? And I was like, I don't know if anyone's gonna get a hat for a hot minute. Nope! You got a hat! Yay! Oh yeah, no, like we're going to go, if I ever go hang out in fucking Orlando with you, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit up Nintendo, the Nintendo theme park. Thanks so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to the channel, and then we'll go to Disney after, because I want to go get fucking Blitz at Universal. I can't do roller coasters. Hubby likes roller coasters, so I'll either sit alone outside by myself or I'll sit with you if you don't like roller coasters either, because I can't do it. Epic Universe is a full day. We can go. You've been streaming that long? Yeah, baby. I hate roller coasters, but we're gonna get on the Haggard one. Yeah. Hubby has already told me that if he goes to Universal, there's no way he's not getting on the Hulk because he didn't get on it when he was younger and he regretted it. So we'll just let him have his hyperactive baby moment and go on everything he wants. And meanwhile, Wave and I can talk video ideas outside. Thank you for the sub! Okay, Hugo.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard!
You call him a bastard, but he actually is one.
Your little tricks mean nothing.
Oh, I love the
Ravenlock
comics.
family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you?
God, you're so hot. Why, Hugo?
This was never about avenging my father.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care.
And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic.
Hugo, stop being attractive. Hi.
Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this?
Vivian looks like she's about to deck Hugo.
On behalf of Tops, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family actions.
Thanks so much for the follow.
Tops is officially terminating all
Oh, you're gonna be playable.
the Ravenlock family effective immediately.
You are going to be playable.
We will have no
That's too much
further
design for like a chin.
with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Yeah, girl.
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor.
Baby boy.
I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime.
Except Vivian, who looks like she's about to deck you.
I'm the leader of Mockingbird.
Ugh.
The one who turns
Stop it.
every headline into my own stage.
Stop being a rat.
I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo.
Please open the
Vlad.
window. Wise in the background.
You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard!
Why is his
Should have
sneakers?
never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
Oh!
You've done well, Vivian.
Did you know, Viv?
You had better give me an explanation.
Emgy.
And here I thought this would be a touching
Of
reunion.
course she's
What's with all
fucking
the
mad.
anger?
He brought a
Hugo,
boat.
I'm a member of Mockingbird too.
Of course she's fucking angry. Like, why would she not be mad, chat? Rat behavior. Ugh, I love.
And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get
This idiot.
caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish. So I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions.
Leakon heard that all the way from wherever the fuck he's driving from. Yeah.
In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions?
I'm still gonna make it that if she's sad, her ears will get droopy. They do wiggle a little bit, or at least when she gets flustered that they should go up.
Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Wise, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you.
Oh, you're fine. That was
It
the
was
blunt
only way
edge of
for
the knife.
Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
If this was Belle, she would be writing a check for, like, I need 50 hours with you a week, please.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
Oh my god, my dad's. Hi. The divorce.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and everything that's been happening, Lycon?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
Sure you are.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Hugo, you are a terrific wingman.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
They're so married.
Close?
They're so married.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief.
Oh, thanks so much for telling me. I'll see what I can do. DA doesn't allow explicit content, so you can just go ahead and report
I
that.
learned from Camille that Dina intends
Yeah,
to
cabrón,
embed the
bésense, bésense.
sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit.
Ah.
But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Oh, great.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice...
Oh, it's in Hugo's butt.
We don't know where the real one disappeared to.
The real core has always been here.
Pulls it out of his ass.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Wait, you hid it in my house?
Do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
Did you keep it? Show me that. Don't tell me that. Show me that. Oh, there it is. That's the Hope Diamond. Mama, that's the Hope Diamond and the Fabergé egg. Gasp.
I'll take your surprised expression.
Hugo, I love you!
For my little trick.
Not happy.
I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead.
Well, you were tied to a chair in a warehouse.
My promises.
And arguing with your inner demons.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
So fucking setting up for 2.0 now.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
What's wrong, Lycon? Weren't you in a rush to get back and rest? You act like you're gonna turn into a werewolf after midnight or something. How are you feeling now? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have... remember when I said back when I faked my death? For a permanent and absolute victory, we must ensure pain of cutting away rotten flesh, and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny. Nothing more. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment. Hugo, you've still got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets! I will. I'll lay it out. I promise. Wise, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's a new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycion will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HDD system this time to head, and with you. Yay! When you're ready, just give me a shout, Wise. Remember to bring Eos with you. Belle gets to be Eos. Meow. Bunui is back, but we're still running around as Wise. Hi, Imdiot. Dear managers, you're here. Having two Lord Phaethons leading the way for me, I must be the luckiest person alive. Vivian, I love you. We'll be counting on you two, as according to my intel, this is quite the large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina would put all the serum in one place, so we may need to split up.
Gotta love this epilogue. Also wanted this out the way so I don't interrupt the important moments.
Aw, thanks so much for the sub, that's so sweet. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on both of you to guide us. Once you're both ready, let's head into the Hollow. Let's go! Yeah, Fairy was asleep for this whole thing. Fun fact, Hugo's Bang Boo Robin has a gay crush on Lycon's Bang Boo Butler. I love!
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby.
Oh, it's the dream team. It's Mockingbird back together.
I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Lord Faith!
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Daydreaming?
I really like Vivian's weapon. It's so ridiculous, but I love it. Somehow it works perfectly. She's way too moany. I mean, have you heard her speak?
Fool. Don't touch me.
She's just excited to have Wise around. That skirt truly floats. I mean, she has shorts underneath because it has rockets in it. But those booty shorts show actual booty.
Stop him!
We need
Like,
to
holy
take care
shit,
of the
those shorts are
guards
short.
first.
You can see the cake.
Fool.
Less of a sword, more of a pole arm, I think. It feels like a staff or something. Or a spear.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
It feels more like a spear, because it's huge. I can see butt cheeks, mihoyo. She has a small sword on the back of the umbrella. Oh! Can I see Hugo's cheeks?
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yay! That's so much better! I really like Hugo's moveset, actually, so I'm gonna stick around with him for a second. Vampire ass! We don't discriminate on the mihoyo ass, okay? Not the skinny jeans. These aren't skinny jeans. These are like straight cut slacks. Look at that. Ooh. Baby boy. Alright, let's go. Look at them.
Mockingbird too.
And meanwhile, Wolf, we do have cake, even though we have like half a leg.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Woohoo!
I just joined and I see zooming on cheeks. That's my streamer.
Because I like Hugo's cheeks. Thanks so much for the sub.
You're not taking anything from here.
Look at Hugo.
Get the guards first.
Cheeks. Hugo's like playstyle is definitely up my alley. Like, it's such a neat weapon too. If I was still playing Zenless daily, I'd be tempted. I would be very, very tempted to pull for this fucker, but
Fools.
because I'm only doing it for story lately. God, I really want him though. I might pull, honestly. I might pull for content. Fuck it. I missed Vivian's banner, I think, but I think I can still get Hugo.
Understood.
I'm here.
Thanks so much for the follow, but like if I get Hugo, then I have Wolf Daddy. Vivian's still up. Oh boy.
Boring opponent.
Well, I'm already making a comic with Viv, so might as well fucking try for Hugo. I need more men.
Out of my way.
Notice me, Lord Dathan.
You're impossible to miss! What do you mean, notice me, Lord Phaethon? You are impossible to miss.
Move it.
Wolf Daddy comes out next Thursday, I think. Well, not Wolf Daddy, Vampire Daddy. Okay.
Let order and madness dance.
I need... Yeah, no, maybe I'll pull for Viv for content, but like, oh. Quiero! I'm sorry, they had to put a fucking Ratman in Zenless, didn't they? They had to fucking put a Ratman in Zenless.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans.
I also remember you once said that male battles are the good ones because I can just skip them and save. Yeah, now I have to skip all the girl ones. Do your research before the characters trust even how to make the comics. Yeah. Yeah, I don't read everything or I watch everything that I can. That's part of the reason I play on stream at all, because if I didn't have a reason to play, I wouldn't do it. So getting to know the characters through like main story and then doing the trust off stream and shit, that's usually how I get to know the people that I know I want to work with.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Yeah, the two dads!
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try. Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use Eos.
Oh yay, Belle gets to go dick around with the dads!
Sure, I've been feeling way better these past few days, so just leave it to me.
Oh, she was out of commission because she was fucking tired.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Phaethons.
Hugo, stop it! Lycon is right there!
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able
Hugo
to
being a fucking G to make sure we can pay the electricity bill.
He's a
Thank you,
very
Daddy.
generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
Thank you.
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to...
Oh yeah, because Wise eats
separated
shit
from
like on the daily. Like Wise is like a
Wise
sickly
safety.
Victorian child, so he gets yeeted everywhere.
Oh, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just haven't gotten used to it yet.
Oh shit! Who is she crying for? He or she should have been looking at face and in the destiny she saw them.
This is the future I saw.
Oh, he's fine.
Lord Pathan.
He's fine! Vivian, what the fuck? No, Vivian, wait, hold on. Mihoyo, this is a gigantic, impactful story moment. Why is this in text?
I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass.
She's fine.
I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for.
Oh, she's so cute. Did Vivian die off screen?
Fool. Don't touch me. Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon.
Super cute, look at her!
Filthy.
Fucking bamboo noises.
How dull.
Babe, how did you manage to hide rocket launchers under your skirt?
Lord
Also, how does that
Phaethon,
not burn your
there
cheeks?
might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina?
Oh, fuck it up!
Filthy.
Hi!
I'll try to go easy on you.
It does sound like Fluttershy, you're right. If the cake is already baked, it can't be burned anymore. Well, I mean, I guess.
There are containers by the fissure.
Aw. We don't want the money anymore, please just let us go. I don't think I'm gonna make it, just end my pain, please. We're here to save you. Are there any other captives? There were, but they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals. They're all dead. Please just let us go. That girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hall alive. We promise. Really? Thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were brought in with us. They're all ethereals now. Really, really scary ethereals. I can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. People will die. Everyone will be killed by those ethereals. Say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. Uh-oh.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all
Those engines are powered by ether. She's flying with cancer propulsion. Hey, baby.
They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away?
Thanks so much for the sub!
There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition? Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then. Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows.
Did he, though?
Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness?
Bad.
That was the first time you felt hope. Like
Red is the highest. That means that Dina has pretty low ether aptitude.
Right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And
Thanks so much for the follow.
What have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope. Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina.
I thought that the dev said that the eye color doesn't actually matter underneath their aptitude. Maybe it doesn't, but it's really fun, weird how most characters have red eyes. A lot of the cast has red eyes.
You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices.
Hi.
Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows.
Dina's hair needs to be more unique to be a unique NPC. It's the same thing I said last time we were playing Zenless, that like Vivian is so ridiculously detailed that everybody next to her looks like a fucking NPC in comparison. They either have to tone down the playable characters a little bit or gussy up the NPC model so everything matches. Because right now there is a clear distinction. Like some NPCs don't even look like they're from the same game.
What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No. Thanks so much for the follow.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day.
Well, yeah.
I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such pity!
Well...
Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope. Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow.
So many people would die.
It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths. But the hope you keep talking about, that will cause more despair and claim more lives. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal. No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Zenless is a fun game, I would say, but it's a gacha, so there is a lot of repetition. And if that's something that you're not into, then this might not be the game for you. I think that it's a fun, as far as gachas go, it's one of the more fun ones. But it is repetitive. And it does have the sad limitations that gachas tend to have. Like, if you actually want to play an action RPG that has, like, actual, like, challenging fighting and shit, just go play DMC. So, because, like, Zenless is very fun, but it is really, really repetitive. Yeah, lots of minigames, decent gameplay, but gacha.
I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Oh, see? Okay, perfect example of what I mean. Look at Camille next to Vivian. It's almost like she has less geometry. She has less geometry. Look at the amount of detail on Vivian versus, like, Camille. You either gotta dial down the playable characters or you goosey up the NPCs, because they look like they're from completely different games if it wasn't from the art style. It's really, really, really jarring. Hi.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
I've already tried Withering Waves. It wasn't really for me. Maybe I'll go back because I do like some of the designs, but I'm not sure. Because, like, Withering Waves, like, graphically, it's way prettier than the Hoyo Gachas. I do have to say that. Like, I look at the graphics for Wuwa and I'm like, okay, that's gorgeous. But I don't know if I would go back because the story didn't really grab me. And that's, like, one of the main reasons I play games at all.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father.
The 2.0 story is way better, but you have to slog through the 1.0 content. Yeah, but like sadly the 1.0 content is like impossible for me to understand at all, so I don't know if I would actually play through all of that.
I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty.
Maybe I'll just skip all the 1.x content and just start from 2.0.
I want to atone for the hope I destroyed.
If you have other games on your plate, you gotta limit the gacha games. That's why I don't play outside of streams. I have so much stuff to do.
And I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
That's not happening.
Are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
Thankfully, Zenless's 2.0 is gonna come out in like, what, July?
The point of no return. I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina.
Is it the unnecessarily long dialogue? This chapter is so fucking dialogue heavy. Like, I'm paying attention, but at the same time, my brain is like, I want to ADHD the fuck out, which normally doesn't happen when I'm playing video games. I'm usually pretty entertained, but like, since we've been on like the same fucking screen for like 5 minutes, I'm like, when? Also, for some reason, I don't know if this is voice direction or art direction, they talk super slowly. I mean, I'd still rather have this than fucking Paimon.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices.
I dozed off in the Hugo dream sequence. I almost fell asleep. Yeah.
I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain.
Yeah, give me more comic cutscenes. That's like the thing that makes Zenless unique to me. When I start seeing CGs or comics, I perk up by Revive. But with like just two characters talking at each other, I'm like,
Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
We need therapy, Dina!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him.
Oh, the voice acting has been great in this patch.
I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
Yeah, she's too young. Like, she's way too young to be going through this shit. She looks baby.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Aww. Oh, okay, then that did nothing. Another thing about this patch, it really bothers me that they are putting this amount of text with no voice for things that are meant to be so fucking important. When before, they just used a comic for it. Like, Mihoyo, I will read this, I'm streaming, and I will pay attention to it, but you are really, really silly to believe that the normal gacha player will read this. They will skim right past it. Like...
Let's take out these ethereals first.
Like, it really is shocking to me that so much of the story was just told through black screen white text format. Hi! No voice, no image, just back screen and white text. Yeah, not everyone is gonna read that. They did that in Star Rail and I immediately fucking fell asleep. But like, it's like I said before, I'm convinced that the reason why there's less comics now, it's not because of money, because they're swimming in that. It's a time crunch issue. Especially if the same comic artist is also helping with the illustrations for 2.0.
Look around.
Not budget, absolutely not budget. They're swimming in money. Like, they are literally multi-billion-dollar company at this point. It's time crunch. You have to get a patch out every 2 weeks. Oh. Her dress is cute, though.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point.
Hi! How am I on YouTube featured? Hello, YouTube featured.
Losing my father. Losing Camille.
Yeah, it's not money, it's the time crunch that is actually the issue. They either have to hire more people or put out a little bit less content.
At first, when father brought you home, I was happy.
Yeah, they should probably try and hire some more people. I think they could.
Yet father never
Remember,
allowed
Zenless
me
has a
to get
smaller
too close
studio.
with any
It's
of
like a
them.
smaller section of
I
Mihoyo.
never had any friends either. But when father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you. That you were my first friend.
I'm doing great, thank you.
I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping father select a person to receive the blessing. Because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took father's love from me.
Smaller, and yet they have some of the best animation team. Yeah, I mean, the size of the team usually doesn't correlate to skill. It's just that it's a lot harder for them to whip out so much shit every 2 weeks. I mean, look at Expedition 33. 3 people made that deadass, and look at how good the game is. So I think that the issue is that they just need to hire a few more people for the Zenless team, so there's less crunch. And that way they can still keep up the consistent quality we had in 1.0 for, you know, the rest of the story. Because I'm expecting a hefty bit of story for 2.0. Or chill out and give them more time between patches. But since we all know that's very unlikely, just hire more people.
I know, but Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control.
I disagree. People who say that jealousy is something you cannot control are people who are incapable of emotional growth. I would know. I used to know someone like that.
Of course. The same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
She only wanted to save you, Dina.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Of course she knew.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no?
No.
It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him.
No,
Vivian,
it proves that he wanted to, that he would not hesitate to
wandered
throw you away.
Without a home, ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered.
At least this villain has a cool design. Yeah, like I do like Dina's design. It's pretty solid overall. Thanks so much for the follow.
You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt.
Attention seeker.
Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since
Dina's unbearable Borgia B is amazing. I do like the character. I think she's supposed to be hateable, yeah.
Was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have and have ever had.
Oh shit.
In the end, you took even that from me and completely destroyed it.
Thanks so much for the follow.
You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world? I never wanted to hurt you. You are also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Vivian! Vivian! Baby! Vivian!
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving
She's
me.
so cute. Like, can we hug her, please? Sad
Why
ears.
don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on.
You can join Mockingbird.
Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu.
You can meet Hugo. You can meet the rat dad.
I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Dina?
Vivian.
They're so cute. It's not happening.
I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you.
Yeah, Dina wants to crash out. It's like, nah, I'd rather crash out.
I have nothing left.
Petty!
What little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me. Well, I refuse.
Incredibly
to be so
petty, but then again, she feels how old is she? She's a little bit younger than Viv, right?
I won't apologize, Vivian.
Oh shit, well.
I don't want to hate myself. So I can only hate you.
Gotta blame somebody else, right? Otherwise it's all my fault. Fuck that shit.
That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse.
Life is strange, moment! Life is strange, moment!
I refuse to feel regret. I won't.
Class A hater. Hey, baby!
Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
Now the tits got bigger. The tits got bigger!
I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start a new life.
Uh-oh.
Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere.
He can't interfere. He's a sickly Victorian child.
She was my first friend.
Put her out of her misery, baby girl, and then we can go get Oreos and watch movies and make out. Please tell me it looks like a rose. What? 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 Wait, what? Mihoyo, what happened? Wait, Mihoyo, what happened? What happened to the design of the ethereal on the CD? Mihoyo, what happened? I was completely expecting it to be some sort of rose abomination because she had flower patterns all over her dress and she like resembled a little red rose. Is that a generic monster? What the hell? That's so disappointing. The CG had such a cool design. What the? Mihoyo. You know, I keep fucking rolling up to bat for you, and I always end up looking like an idiot. Remember how good the biker dad was? What happened? They did some recycling. Oh, yeah. Between what we saw in the CG and this, it's like, what? This is not... Wait, isn't this just Pompey's? No. But, like, this is, like, not at all what the enemy looked like initially. I thought it was gonna be some bastardized version of Dina, not generic enemy 50. It's a unique design. Sure, okay. But, like, the CG one was really different, though. Like, the problem isn't that it's not unique. The problem is that it does not at all have anything to do with Dina. It doesn't at all resemble the character in any way. It doesn't look like a mutated version of Dina. It just looks like just an ethereal. The CG was of her while she was turning into a monster. Well, we should have kept that, shouldn't we?
Who dares get between me and Lord Phaethon?
Like, Pompey's resembled Pompey. The one that combined all of the machines resembled all of the combined machines. It's established that they resemble the people that they mutate from. This became a Durgan for no good reason. Yeah, the CG was going in a completely different direction. Why didn't it look like the ones in the ballet twins that look like ballerinas, that look like actual, you know... Those are A, female, B, have really strong designs. If this was, like, made from Dina, shouldn't they at least look a little bit like that? A little bit more graceful? I was expecting something rose-themed because of her base design, but I guess not. That's what happens when we design without purpose. Lack of coherency. Because if I had made a design for a Dina Ethereal based on the character's actual design, it would look a lot more different than this. It would look like some fucking weird version of a rose. That's the symbolism I got from the character. Yeah, Bringer's also, like, it felt like Bringer. Still has a police uniform. Yeah. Like, I feel like there was an overall lack of care put into this patch in particular. Because this is the first time I feel like a boss has missed in terms of coherency with character design. More like Nineveh, exactly. That's the one I was thinking of, thank you. I thought it was gonna be more like Nineveh, which is a beautiful, very creepy ethereal, but this is just a Durgan for no good reason. No, she's not there.
Behind you!
He's fine. Don't cut it before he eats shit. Oh.
What happened?
Oh, he's fine.
What the?
Where Viv?
Vivian!
If Vivian is dead, I'm gonna cry. No, she's fine.
Ice, don't come near me.
Ew!
My own choice.
Wait, are we actually killing off a character that I decided to make a fucking comic of? This fucking
I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
Oh.
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian!
If Vivian actually dies, I'm canceling the comic for this month, deadass. I'm just gonna do something else.
Vivian.
There's no way we can fix this!
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
Fix it!
There's got to be another way.
If you...
So warm, and the night is beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Vivian?
There's no way. How the fuck am I gonna do the trust events if she's dead? Wise. Oh yeah, Wise. Special eyes. Special eyes.
It can't end like this.
Oh Oh! I'm sorry, it's the canon ship. I'm sorry, it's the canon ship. Sorry, everybody who ships Wise with everybody. It's the canon ship. He embraced that titty and he healed her soul. Like... It's fine! We're fine! I almost panicked for a second there. I was like, oh shit, do I have to cancel the comic now? Fuck. You passed the fuck out.
Wise. Wise.
Oh, right. And once again, Wise eats shit.
Wise, you're finally awake.
He was asleep standing this whole time?
I'm at the store. I remember.
You healed her with your special eyes.
Wait, she injected herself with Landon's serum. Is she okay?
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. Thank goodness you woke up. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me,
No, yeah, she was healed by magic.
Hugo sent me a message earlier saying he got her checked over and she was alright. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur.
And then he hugged her super hard and now she's fine.
I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I just wanted to stop Vivian's corruption process. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness. What happened after that?
I'm not against the Protax having some sort of power that doesn't make them fighters, but it's still plot integral. Oh, I like that they have the magic eyes. It gives them something to do without being playable. Because, like, now I understand why we couldn't have Eos. They would have never been able to use this plot device if we were dipshit Bunui fucking scrambling up against Vivian's titty while she sacrificed herself. So, I get why we didn't use Eos in this one. Meanwhile, Belle got to hang out with the 2 divorced dads. I will miss Bunui, but for this particular plot, I think Wise and Belle being in the field was necessary, yeah. I don't love it, because I love Eos, but I'll take it.
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you. Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort, Wise?
I'm a bit dizzy, but
he needs to lie down.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can
Vivian is bringing like 50 chocolates and all of Wise's favorite movies. 50 monkey. Vivian will actually let Wise watch his fucking movie.
Okay. Sorry for worrying you, Belle.
And a lot of condoms. Let him rest first! What condoms? Do you think a girl as obsessive as Vivian would use condoms? She's like, no, give me that baby now.
Lord Phaethon!
Oh, there we go. There we go.
No headaches, leg pains, heart palpitations, loss of appetite.
Hugo immediately, babe.
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
Oh god, he healed her with the male gaze.
He did,
rolling
though!
on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Thanks so much for the super chat. He did, though! He looked at her and was, like, healed immediately.
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here now.
So what happened? Wise said he saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo,
Of course you didn't, because, like, you got there late!
Allow me to explain.
Oh, Legon knows.
Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequela.
Oh.
But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe.
Does that mean that Wise is gonna have to give her treatment from now on?
To be precise,
She has cancer now.
if
Yeah,
the
no.
process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's
Okay,
not
so we can reverse
necessarily
it, but
reversal.
it's not easy.
Just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
I'm having a hard time believing that. Even
So
if it's
sex,
coming
so
from me,
sex, that's how we fix the problem.
It's almost like you're claiming I can manipulate etheric energy.
Wise now has to put something permanent inside Vivian to stop the thing. He's dead. Okay.
Master Proxy, you are special.
Pet him.
This is a gift your teacher left you.
Pet him.
A gift from our teacher.
I wonder if it would work on Trigger,
How
though.
come I
Who
never knew
knows?
about it?
Mana transference. Use the fate logic.
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions.
Oh yeah, that one.
She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have.
How would Kami's fix her eyes? They wouldn't.
She has quite an eccentric personality.
Does she, though?
If she
I don't
causes you
believe
any
that.
inconvenience,
The only thing that can save Bird Lady now from the fucking Hoyo-ass design that they gave her...
Geo, I know where this is going when someone has the power to transfer magic into someone.
Hell yeah, thanks so much for super chat. The only thing that can save Bird Lady from the fucking Hoyo-ass design that she has is if her personality is tippy top tier. And somehow I really, really doubt that, because when MiHoYo wants to make characters cool, they are allergic to giving them personality. They have to be stoic and cold, and I'm so cool.
Can I file a complaint about her with you if she does?
Or if she gets a new outfit, that's not happening.
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person.
Is
So
Wise
I
a
trust
people
you'll handle
person?
things
I
just
thought
fine.
Belle was the people person.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude.
Neither of them are people person. Yeah, they're both giant introvert nerd
Unfortunately,
babies.
the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once.
They gave Bird Lady a skin that looks way better.
Oh wait, she already has a skin? Hell, why doesn't Miyarbi have a skin? Thank you very much for the super chat.
There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
Hugo, oh no. Hugo, bad, no. You put that whoremouth away, no.
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in
That is not
line
official
to vote
information.
for
Oh,
you
if that's a
in the
leak, then
selection.
discredit it.
As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own.
Hugo,
But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment.
oh my god, the
city
mayor knew that Hugo
sorting
was gonna
and
pull this stunt.
processing
Look at those
proposal.
eyebrows. God, Hugo, you're way too pretty. How come Wise can't have a woo mouth? Because Wise has a woo mouth in his like 2D render. Like he has whore mouth in his 2D render, but like the 3D one doesn't have it.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon?
No!
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses
No!
will be covered by the
No,
mayor's
you're
gift.
not marrying Wise
As long as
immediately!
Master Proxy
Vivian!
agrees,
No! Oh,
We can sign and process the documents immediately.
you are not marrying Wise without him knowing that you're marrying him. Vivian, no.
And this is why MCX Vivian is canonical cause the mayor's ships hit too.
Yeah. Vivian, no. Vivian? No. Viv.
But this matter requires mutual
Yeah, no, you
consent
can't fucking...
and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's
The mayor's paying for the wedding. I hope Wise gets a pretty wedding dress. Jesus Christ. Wise is like, what? Of course he would marry her, though. Like, I think Wise and Vivian is a great ship. It's not a canon ship for me. But Viv, I think you should wait a little bit before you decide to marry the fucker. At least until we sort out everything in the city.
Stop, stop, stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon. Probably.
What do you mean, probably? Vivian. Vivian, what do you mean probably? Wise knows. The worst part is that Wise knows. Wise is just playing it cool, like, yeah, sure.
At least not today.
Not today. I won't fucking pounce on him, sit on his dick, and ask him to marry me.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
You and Likon are still bickering. Vivian sits to one side, eager and anticipatory as always. You can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop and hear snippets of Elfie's music from the store. Thank goodness. Time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Likon, and Vivian take their leave. She's giving him enough head start. Yeah! Wise, are you feeling alright? Well, Likon talked about controlling ether particles. He said it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about it. I feel like something insane is going to happen. No, I can't think about this right now. You only just recovered, Wise. You should get some rest. We'll talk about this later. Like, that's so sweet, but Viv, no. God damn it. I love Wise's bed, by the way. Like, it looks so cozy. It looks like a nest. When I saw the Vivian scene for the first time, it broke me and I cried. But when I saw it the second time, like, oh, that was fat. When I saw it the second time, I really thought about Vivian was gonna die. I became very fond of Vivian. She deserves the world. She's so cute. I think for me, it's the canon couple because Wise genuinely seems to care for her. Would Vivian marry both of them or only one of them? I think she marries whoever she wants to marry whoever you're playing with, but I don't think she would be opposed to being like, I am marrying both of them. I just want Hugo to have Belle, please, with Likon. Thank you. We did it! And we're done! I want her now. We're pulling before I fucking turn this shit off. New Earth continues to coexist with sacrifices, and neither daily life or hidden crisis ever cease. New stories and the distant horizons are surely exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day, present or past. Do your daily scrubs. And we did it! Or did we? I haven't played Bang Boofo. Oh, hi, Belle. She still has more. Hold on. Why, someone calling herself Sichuan is here for you. She's dressed like one of those masters from the mystic arts from those movies, except worse. Do you know her? If that's supposed to be a kung fu master, she missed the mark.
The bachelor party will be Wise with all the Zenless girls as they all have turn with before he get married to
You're
Vivian.
supposed to have your bachelor party with your guy bros. Like, no. Sifu arc. I swear the weapon banner is a scam. If I pull, I'm not pulling for weapon. I just want Viv. This patch was probably the weakest patch because they tried to cram Hugo's story and Vivian's story into one patch before season 2. I think they should have had their agent stories too. Yeah, but Vivian's was really important. I think that Hugo's could have waited. Hugo's could have definitely waited until like his own agent story, but Vivian's was really important. I do. She saved Vivian and me when we encountered some ethereals in the hollow ones. Val, do you remember what the mayor said before? That he'd bring in a Void Hunter rank special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude? That one is the investigator. I see, no wonder she has such a unique presence. You mean a presence from Star Rail. According to her, we have good feng shui. And 6th Street is geometrically blessed and a good place to live too. That makes sense! I love Bill. He looks so serious. It didn't sound like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if she wanted to stay and wait, but she said she wanted to take a look around and you could talk once you were free. If you have time now, you should go find her, Wise. Yeah, Higo's section felt like an Asian story. God, the outfit's a fucking trash fire. I'm so sorry, chat. I tried to be not... If this is supposed to be martial arts master... Oh my god, it looks so bad. Jesus. Like, there's hints of martial artist here, but that's all they are. Hints. And I never would have guessed if no one would have told me, you know? Like... That's not a martial artist, that's a stripper. I love her bird. Yeah, the bird on the shoulder is a great design. Creamture. But like, see that? Look at that thing! The bird is fucking dope! Creamture! Creamture. But like, the agent herself is very meh to me. Like, Look at the Creamture. The bird is adorable. Alright, let's talk to the fucking trash fire of a character. Like, there's no purpose here. Thanks so much for the follow. Oh, my game just rebelled and crashed. Okay, well, the Bethesda having you in my console is fucking with me. I hate that I will have to pull for her because she's gonna be stupid meta and I'm a meta slave. Haha, not me, sis. I only want the ones that are cute. Okay, it's fucking crashing the fuck out. The game can't stand this character, Jesus. It's spreading, it's like a virus. Thanks so much for the sub. Don't apologize for disliking her. I'm enjoying seeing someone else seeing this design too. It's just not good. It's like all the fucking worst MiHoYo-isms rolled into one character. I think it doesn't like you taking a picture of the bird particle effects. Probably. This game's crashing on a PS5? Yeah, I think Oblivion is Hubby was playing Oblivion earlier. It's the bird. 16 times the crashes. Hubby was playing Oblivion earlier. He was doing something, but like, we're blaming Hubby then? Yeah. Also, I'm happy to report that he finally got his Big Mac block. After fucking a month straight of eating McDonald's on the weekends, he got his burger block. I'm restarting. Like, oh my god, it's stuck! I can't restart it. I can't even go to my... Oh, I can't even go to my... Oh my god! That's what I get for fucking putting a Bethesda game in here. Jesus. Leader designs, bad character designs. I wouldn't do that. That's disrespectful. Even if I dislike a design, being quote-unquote, I fixed it, is actually super rude. Hard reset, yeah. Have to turn it off, I guess. PS5 update has been messing with Zenless. I've never had a hard crash in Zenless before updating. Oblivion has corroded your entire PS5. Okay, how do I turn it off manually? How to fix? Okay. BB! Hubby's coming. Hi, the PS5 crashed. Can you fix it? Hi, BB! Whatever the fuck you were doing in Oblivion killed my fucking game, BB! He's under the desk right now with the PS5, sending it to a better place. The machines are raised to kill us. We just need to put Oblivion on the main computer and they will all crash. I don't know what the fuck he was doing with Oblivion. He said he wanted to do something funny for me. So I'm not allowed to look, but he was on it for like 45 minutes straight, and then I switched right into Zenless, so maybe I should have, like, turned off the PS5 beforehand or something. And that's why I played on PC. I was playing on PC too, but this is my work computer, and I'm not risking it to Bethesda. Under the desk supporting these. Well, that's where my PS5 is. Does it not have, like, a power button or something? Maybe it's on the back. The worst part is that, like, the dog is gonna get up and go bother him. Just unplug it? Oh, no. Ugh, ugh, sacrilege. Why the fuck would I just unplug it? That sounds like a terrible idea. Okay, okay, the PS5 is dead. It's rebooting. Time to buy a PS5 Pro. No. Yeah, never unplug your electronics without turning them off first. Don't do that. Unless it's an absolute emergency, chat. You can fuck up your entire computer. Stream is alive. Stream is alive. I'm just resetting the PS5 because it died on me. I don't know if it didn't like the bird's particle effects or if it was because of fucking Oblivion or what, but... Thank you for reinforcing my decision to not have Hoyo games on my PS5. It's Bethesda! No, it's not. Probably something with the new PS5 update that's fucking with Zenless. Someone mentioned that in chat. Is the PS5 hot? Is it? Was it? At least the main story got finished before this happened. Oh yeah, if I had missed the Vivian cutscene because fucking my PC decided to fucking bite the big one, I would have cried. Oh, I think we're in. I see a PlayStation logo. Yeah, I upped the price for TTS on Twitch so it would match YouTube. Because I think the minimum TTS you can use for YouTube is $2, I think, $1.99, so I matched it. All right, we're back. PS5 has risen. Amen. Amen. Oblivion mata todo lo que toca. I don't think it was Oblivion, but...
Morning, Mr. Rob. Can I have a latte, please? Extra sugar, extra...
I guess I shouldn't have done close-up shit with that stupid bird. Alright, we're back in. That was a good time for you guys to go get up, grab some gamer subs, chill. And if you don't have gamer subs, get some with my code. Code KingMation at checkout for 10% off. It gives you great energies. And it tastes delicious.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here.
You can't tell me that while your boobs do that. Your tits are breathing by themselves.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl. And I guess you could count him as a neighbor of mine.
Milkers, that's not enough to impress me!
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
Huskies are fearsome creatures. Of all the earth creatures I have encountered, huskies fearsome.
Overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, It seems quite happy.
The tits don't suit her, especially the Kung Fu Master. I can't get over, like, can we turn the jiggle physics down a notch? She moves, and it's like that button is breathing.
Hey Lily, is it possible for you to give us a sketch of what you think Dina's ethereal form should look like? I'd love to see your version of ethereal designs.
It would be a really scuffed doodle, though, because, like, creature design isn't something I'm super familiar with. I'm working on it, but not super yet. Like, I'm sorry, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Look at when she breathes, her tits go apart. I'm breathing right now, and I have, like, decently fat bags. Nothing is happening. Like, hold on, I'm gonna hide myself. Like, you cannot tell me that looks so dumb. It looks so stupid, like... Not to mention the necklace is between the cleavage and is coming out under the shirt in the bottom to have, like, some weird fucking very, very, like, geeky-ass BDSM harness that doesn't even make sense. Oh, I just noticed that. That looks uncomfortable. The entire outfit looks uncomfortable. I don't know, man. Like, the more I look at it, the madder I get. The more I look at it, the madder I get.
Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business.
Thank you, Ning Wong.
Your Bangbu here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Well, we have Fairy in the house.
Huh. You even know feng shui? I'm happy to hear that. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first.
This is the new meta character that Mihoyo desperately wants you to spend money on.
Present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
There's nothing mystic about you. The only thing that's mystic is how your fucking outfit is staying on.
Mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is
Local not boob haver, but they're moving in an odd direction, right? Normally they don't move like this. This is the gooniest they've gotten so far, and it's not even like proper goonie because it's showing skin in the weirdest places.
But what's Yunquei Summit? Any details you can give?
I look at Rita and people are mad at her arms being small, and I'm thinking, what about her outfit? Her outfit is a mess. The only cool thing about this outfit is the color scheme, that's it. That's the only cool thing about it. Also, do you guys want to know why her arms look way too small from an artistic standpoint? Because I can answer this question. I can tell you exactly what the problem is. Her arms look small thanks to a very, very unfortunate optical illusion. The jacket cuts off at a weird point that doesn't show her shoulders. And since her tits are gigantic, it basically erases the width of her back, making the arms look way too fucking thin for her body. If the jacket had normal sleeves, then the sleeves width would balance that out, and therefore it would not really matter the width of her arms because the sleeves would add that weight. But since we cut it off at such a weird angle and at such a fucking weird length for a sleeve, and the tits are so fucking hoogly moogly for no good reason, her arms are gonna look stick skinny. It's a basic proportion thing. If she was not wearing that jacket, her arms would not look that small. It's an optical illusion. It happens all the time in artwork. You have to be very careful when constructing outfits because you can absolutely butcher anatomy if you're not careful. And since it's Hoyo and they don't exactly edit their base models, her arms are the same width as Belle's, so they didn't particularly care to adjust the geometry for that. Now that you've explained it, it's actually a lot worse than I thought. This is just from like an artist's perspective, because I've had optical illusions like this happen to me very often. You just have to work around that. That's when you break some rules. If I'm pulling a character purely based on design, Yuzhan is the first character I'd skip. Wow, they fucked up that design so bad it straight up messes with your head. Yeah, optical illusion.
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So...
Oh, the haircut
what
is also
sort of
really
partnership
weird, yeah.
are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred.
Yeah, I want the Dragon Girl, and I want the Panda, and I desperately want the Benui. But this one I would miss, and I'm not even really pulling that much anymore. The cut of her sleeves makes you feel like that's where her arm ends. Does that make sense?
For a Kung Fu master, I have trouble seeing her in any fighting game. Maybe BlazBlue, but that's not helping her case.
This is not a Kung Fu anything. There's some traditional Chinese elements thrown haphazardly here and there, but this is designed with absolutely zero purpose. They missed the mark completely. If she's supposed to be like a mystic or a fortune teller, I'm not getting that either, and they could have very easily fixed that by giving the jacket actual sleeves. Give it a little bit wider shoulders. Really big sleeves. Give her actual fucking pants. You can make a modern-looking mystic, but you need a refined elegance and poise that this character does not have because it's too goontastic. Yeah, I'm gone because I need to do something. But yeah, like, there's so many design elements in this character that are just not a complete miss for me, that I'm genuinely surprised that MiHoYo thought that this was a cool thing to put in Zenless of all things. When she turned that way, it seems kind of okay, but when she turns the other way, dear fucking god, she looks like she's mid-frame on a breast expansion. Her tits are too big for that outfit. This outfit would work better, it's still an atrocious outfit, mind you, if her tits were not this big. Is there a name for when a designer has so many details that it turns all the way around and becomes bland? Oversaturation? It's called overdesign. When you put too much things into a design and you're not actually thinking about why those things should be there, the design is going to look busy, but at the same time very uninteresting. It's a very interesting phenomenon, I would say. It happens a lot with certain MiHoYo characters. That you look at the design and it's just so busy that your brain disconnects from your body. Your eye needs to have places to rest when looking at a character, okay? Because otherwise, you're just gonna get, like, annoyed of looking at it. It's an assault on the pupils. They probably moved the good designers to the new game MiHoYo's working on. Unlikely. I feel like that new game is gonna be all reused assets, baby. And no, because believe it or not, the actual good designer in this game is Water Kuma, who was the lead for most of the designs, if not all of the designs in 1.0. And I think he doesn't work for MiHoYo, I think they hired him for Zenless specifically, but he set a really high bar.
Good things about her bird and hairpin, bad things everything else, like why does she have zippers on her sleeves?
It looks really, really disjointed. Thanks so much for the super chat. Okay. This is like...
I call it Michael Bay Decepticons. Muddle messes.
Okay, I did something. This is not by any means a fix, but I want to see if I added the sleeve, would the optical illusion vanish? Because I know that the actual outfit has really big sleeves behind her, but I want to see if I added a little bit of sleeve if the optical illusion would vanish. Thanks so much for the sub. Michael Bay Deceptions Muddle Misses. Thanks so much for the super chat. Wouldn't the sleeve cover her whole arm? I've just added a little bit just to see what it would look like. This is by no means a fix. I'm just curious to see if I can't fix a little bit of the optical illusion. I want to see if what I was talking about holds any weight. I want to see if I can't, like, see if there is a way to, like... I want to see if I, like, if the point of my optical illusion stands if you add in the element of the sleeve that it's missing. Let me see if that worked. I think that the tits might still be way too big, but it does help. And this is like really, really quick and scuffed, but... This is her with the sleeve. Now, I do believe the arm still looks a little bit way too skinny, but that is mainly because of the size of the boobs, which I cannot reduce those. But I do think that the optical illusion is lessened somewhat with a full sleeve. Yeah, no, I think the problem here is the size of the chest. It's just way too big. I would have to make that shoulder way wider. I would have to make the shoulders way wider for this to work. Yeah, you make the sleeve a lot looser on the bottom, and you make the shoulders wider, and you balance. Let me see something real quick. Because, like, overall, the design is bad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the design is bad, but the optical illusion itself is the biggest issue with her. That's why her arms look so skinny. I just really want to see if there's anything I could do and prove my point that the reason why it looks like this isn't really so much because of, like, her arms were, like, way too skinny. No, it's a proportion thing that's made by the fact that the design doesn't really, fit the model that they're using and the tit size that they're actually putting on this character, which is way too big. Like, for this frame, these tits are way too big. Apologies for the tangent, but I got genuinely curious. And this isn't to make her less sexy. No, God, no. This is just to see if the anatomy holds any weight.
Sleeves like he from Nine Souls.
Yeah, basically, I think she would need those.
Draw attention and add secondary motion to her hands during martial arts.
Thank you very much for the super chat. I think that's why, yeah, I think if she had sleeves like Yee's, it would work a lot better. They actually are on her jacket just behind her. Okay. I have given her a slight breast reduction, which I think genuinely proves my point that it's all an optical illusion. And I didn't even give her too much of a breast reduction, but this is enough that the optical illusion is no longer there. It's canceled out. Because now her chest fits her torso. It's literally an optical illusion. Like, if you nerf the boobs a little bit, and if you add the actual sleeve, the arms have a, hold on, I'm gonna hide myself for comparison. The arms actually look the size that they're supposed to be. And I would have actually, if I was able to draw this properly, I would have made the shoulder way bigger, like Yee's sleeves in Nine Souls. But, sadly, I couldn't do that, so...
Would a hoodie on her would help the mysticism?
No, this design would need to be reworked from the ground up. Thanks so much for the super chat. Wow, that's a change. Yeah, it's an optical illusion. It's an optical illusion. It's just the tits were way too big and the sleeve was cut off really, really weird. Yeah, I had to nerf her a little bit, but that just kind of proves the point that it's not so much an issue with the... It's an issue with, like, the actual design of the clothes and the 3D model for the character. It looks better, not great, but it looks better. Yeah, it's just, that's the problem. Main problem for the arms, Reddit, optical illusion. So, like, this is me as someone who designs characters at this point pretty much for a living. I would say that the issue with the arms is not that the arms are too skinny, is that her tits are too big and the sleeve is too weird. Because look at the difference with just nerfing the tits a little bit, they're still huge, mind you, and adding the sleeve. It immediately cancels out that weird, like, stick skinniness that we had on the side there. That actually happens a lot with anime, with characters that have really, really big baduba, that their arms look super tiny, because if your back isn't wide enough, chat, you will never have tits like this. Or if you do, they're going to hurt, you're going to need a chest reduction. Like, anime for some reason likes to put really fat bags on supermodel skinny bodies, and they don't always look good. They look weirdly proportioned because while it can happen IRL, you won't be comfortable. People with wide backs can usually tank the really big tits because you have the frame to support them, and these anime girlies don't have the frame to support them. And girls with like fatter tits usually have slightly thicker arms too, so that's why a lot of people were like, why are the arms like noodles? It's because they kind of are like noodles. But for the most part, optical illusion. Like, a super skinny model with giant bags is very rare in nature, fun fact. A lot of the times those girls end up getting breast reductions because their frame just can't support it. It's a lot of back problems. But for the most part, I think, yeah, this design, if this was me, I would have never let this go to, like, the actual in-game. It just doesn't look good. Twitter would have a struggle if you showed this. Anyway, I mean, I wasn't trying to fix it. I was just trying to show you guys how the optical illusion works. How does she compare with Rena or Grace? Well, here's the thing. Grace has bare shoulders, so there's no optical illusion there. And Rena has puffy sleeves, so she's compensating her frame with her outfit. We learned a lot today. I had to show you guys this, didn't I? But yeah, I just wanted to like try it out. Like, I'm still fucking with it a little bit, just to see like if any slight silhouette changes might actually help with the illusion. Lily, are we getting a whole video just around or probably a short? Oh, I mean, I'm just spitballing here because a lot of people, because I've heard a lot of people complaining about the arms on this character. I don't think the arms are the problem. The overall design is just not good. But I wanted to show chat what happens with optical illusions in anatomy. Okay, I made the shoulders a bit bigger. I made the shoulders wider, all right? I think that this greatly helps reduce that optical illusion, and it looks much, much better proportioned than it did before. Just by making the shoulders a little bit wider and by making the sleeve a little bit thicker, I think I was able to mitigate most of the skinny arm syndrome that we were rocking here.
In Nier Automata, I noticed 2B's fluffy shoulders also give her broader shoulders, making her look a bit buffer and making her breasts look smaller.
Yeah, like if you can't do it through anatomy, you can do it through clothing. Thank you very much for the super chat.
I see what you mean with Yee's sleeves.
Yeah, Yee's sleeves are actually really like, they have like narrow shoulders, but they're really wide on the bottom, so Yee has like a solid triangle shape as a character. With this character though, if you want to keep the tatas that big, you need to do some adjustment on the back, because otherwise it's going to look way too small. So if you want to make really big tits that don't have the arms look like noodles, make sure that the shoulders are wide enough to compensate, or give it an outfit with really big shoulders. But this is just like what I would do to like counter the optical illusion, right? Third time disclaimer, this is just to see if my theory holds water. I'm not trying to fix any of these designs, even though they seriously need it. Because I wanted to see if my theory held any ground, and it did. I think that just adding a little bit more width and reducing the tata size a bit got rid of the optical illusion completely. Sadly, though, I don't see MiHoYo actually thinking about that stuff when they were designing this character, because they use the same base model for everything, so while it might look better in the 2D render, I don't think it does. The arms are going to look way too skinny, always because of that fucking optical illusion. It's really interesting how such a small change can make such a huge difference, though. Yeah, it's playing with shapes. That's why designing with a purpose is so important, you guys. That's why when you're designing a character, I urge you, I implore you to please think about it a little bit, because if you don't, stuff like this will fuck you up. Don't care if the design is bad or her arms are skinny or whatever. Me and my friends are gonna go for her because of collector mentality. Oh, of course. You do you. I'm not gonna, and I don't like this design. From a character design perspective, this is not good. But if other people like it, that's completely fine. That's your business. I'm not gonna shit on you for it. Far from it. But as someone who likes to design characters and who genuinely has to think a lot about what she's doing with it, because the Pokemusu project is a big part of what I do to practice character designs, you notice these things. And you notice that the more you're thinking about what you want to do with a character, the better the design tends to look. You're not just shooting at a dartboard blindfolded, you're actually aiming for the bullseye every time. And that's what happens when you follow the rules. You don't always have to do it. You're gonna get to a point where you can deviate, but you need practice for that. Would you be interested at all in seeing the leak costume or not? No, I don't care. I don't want to see leaks right now. Most people in Zenless Reddit hates her designs. I mean, if Wave makes a short out of it, show them this. Show them that the reason why it might look so jarring isn't so much because of the whole design. It's because there's a really glaring optical illusion here that can only really be addressed with some wardrobe adjustments and or a titty nerf. You drew Boo out too close to the sun, and now you're paying for your hubris. Yep. They've also done everything they can to make the titties look huge while still being mostly covered up, because I'm pretty sure CCP has something to do with that. Like the bra and on the bra on the bottom, and the button that's struggling for its life, and the necklace in between the tits. Like everything they've done to enhance the cleavage while still being like, please don't censor me, CCP, please. They have done to the detriment of the character, I think. And it has fucked up the arms completely. Anyway, let's finish off this cutscene tangent over. Wave, if you want to make a cute little art tutorial video for this, feel free to. I just wanted to see if my theory was actually right or not, because proportions are fickle things, chat. You just have to keep an eye on them. Okay.
These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control
Okay, so now,
your
okay,
abilities.
we're gonna get closer and closer to the journey of making Bell and Wise playable. I think, because if we can control the ether manipulation abilities, eventually we're gonna see these idiots on the field. Giga
Better
healers.
Control my abilities. That sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you
She
must
called
want
it her
something in
Shifu.
return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details.
I like
but
that
should
Bell
have
just
more
straight up called her
information for you
Shifu. Go
soon.
for it, bitch.
You can wait until then to decide.
Ah! I hate it. I'm so sorry. Why couldn't the arms be inside of those sleeves? Those sleeves look dope. Those sleeves look so cool. Just put them in. Let's leave it at that. The weather's nice today. Perfect for going out. I love the bird. Wait, hold on. There's no room for an arm in there. They made the end of the sleeves look like a paper fan or a book or whatever, and now there's no place to put the fucking arm in! Mihoyo. Some part of me does genuinely wonder if the character designers just do not at all think about anything they're designing. They're just like, make something look cool. Here's your prompt, make it look cool. Because this is a level of, like, lack of foresight that's near atrocious. And it's weird, right? Because most Zenless designs don't have that problem. Water Kuma is actually a goated character designer. He knows what he's doing. This shows a lack of, you know, process. But does Mihoyo does that a lot in general too. Like, Wise also has like a weird zipper on the back that does nothing. Bell's outfit looks like she just fell into a pile of laundry. Like, there is Mihoyo-isms in pretty much every character in Zenless, but I think that this one is the worst one. They worked really well for that initially. I wonder where all the old character designs mentally went. Well, Water Kuma likely wasn't super involved in this one. Maybe he designed the bird. But Water Kuma was the lead character designer in Zenless, I think, for the majority of the first... Also, whatever happened to the little idol robot things? But I think that Watakuma was just the character designer because the one that approves the final characters is the art director. So the art director probably looked at the base character and was like, make it more sexy, add it more, give it more holes, make it more squishy and whatnot, right? So like, I think that the art director for this character in particular completely missed the mark. This does not look good. It does not look sexy. The arms look way too skinny. She looks really weirdly proportioned, very stiff, and just, it feels forced. It's sexiness that doesn't feel organic. It's not like a character like Rina, the maid, who is very unintentionally sexy. Sure, she has giant tits, but her vibe is like sweet and motherly and very gentle and caring. And even though she's covered pretty much from head to toe, she's an incredibly attractive character. Meanwhile, this just feels like show skin in places where the CCP won't get mad at us for showing skin, you know? It just makes me sad. I happen to need to head to the nearby store to collect something. If you're free, how about coming with me? No, thanks. We have a long path ahead of us, and it would be good to take the opportunity to learn more about each other's ways and methods. Sounds good. Let's go. Sichuan, Shifu. Where's the store? It's at Lumina Square. It's called Buyan. I know the store, but it hasn't been closed for ages now. Is that okay, Shifu? It matters not. Whatever situation, let's head over first. It's been ages since last time I went to the Janus corridor. I'd like to take a look around. Just tell me where you're all heading to Lunar Square, and we can meet up there. After Vivian's design, it's a bit jarring, honestly. And Vivian has heavy MiHoYoisms in her design, too. But not as much as this one.
Please, help me check my fortune! Here's my pop.
Look how bland the NPCs look in comparison. Jesus. They need an update. They need a serious update.
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Uh-huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn.
Oh wait, weren't you dead? Oh wait, no, you don't have fox ears. Never mind. No, this one isn't dead. This one doesn't have the fox ears.
So this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Wise? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter.
Is that spell popping the button?
Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session.
Boom.
All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Why do you sound so bland? Because she needs to sound cool and stoic.
That's a spell?
That is funny. That one was funny.
This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunkwai Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
I'm now immortal, just a normal mystic. However, it appears that you're quite a pickle. It bumped its head when it was produced. So you wish to use the Mystic Arts to cover a convince it to get repairs. It shouldn't be too difficult. Wise, do you know any place nearby that does repairs? There's no need for that. I can check it over first. If there's no major hardware issues, I can do some debugging and adjustments. I love Lily reading Bang. Very well. Stop cursing, it's Bang Boo slurs. That was a treat to hear the Bang Boo voice, because they let me do it! Yes, however, in order to walk the path of a mystic, you must have an innate talent for it. Please allow your senior brother on the path of mysticism to check you over. I love them. I love them. Lily's losing it. I love them! Like, if the Hugo Demon cutscene would have had bamboo noises instead of the talking Hugo voice, I would have done it. Come down now, let me check your parts first. Puzzle! I fixed him! Great, all repaired. How do you feel? Congrats, you're now connected to the internet. It's a bit too early for that. You have natural talents, but you must hone your state of mind. Once you matured a little bit more, you may come to seek mentorship. I do not know how much bamboo fares, but I can teach you an incantation. The spell of calming. When you feel agitated and wish to fight those other bamboo, you can recite this incantation under your breath. Their brains are made of defective parts. Thus, you can avoid conflict and disaster. The bamboo contemplates this for a while, its gaze growing brighter.
The bamboo feel better designed than the agents.
That's because they're really simple. Usually simple is a little bit more eye-catching than really, really complicated stuff. Thanks so much for the super chat. Lily, you should get a bamboo sprite for 2.0. Oh, no. You're welcome. Though you want to not get into fights if possible. If you must, be sure to win the fight. Understand? Since you all are all right now, it's time for us to take our leave. Wise, let's into that store. I love the bamboos. Bamboos are my favorite. Oh my god, we're struggling. No, I don't.
Yes. Ah, this is the
God,
one.
the game really does not like this character. As soon as she shows up, the fucking PS5 struggles.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip.
Fitting, there's too much shit going on.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
The design is so overdone, it lags lower tier hardware. PS5 isn't low tier hardware. But then again, mine is a pretty early PS5, so maybe? There's someone inside.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
Yeah, the fake mystic stuff is funny, but like, I can't look at this for too long without my eyes getting tired. I have to go back to Wise.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Drugs.
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so
I
mysterious.
would much rather call her Shifu than whatever her actual name is. It's easier to remember.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived.
I always
so
struggle with the
there's no need
Chinese
to
names
rush.
in MiHoYo. It took me a while to learn all of them.
Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty
Just
of
stare at
time
her
in the
chest. It's simple.
future.
It's insulting
We
to
will
my
certainly
eyeballs
meet
as a
again.
boob haver. Like, I'm breathing right now. My tits don't go apart. My chest goes up it just goes up and down. If anything, a normal breathing animation where the chest goes up and down normally will be more enticing than them splitting apart and coming back together. Do you like Lufu design? Oh, the tiger girl? Yeah, I think it's really cute. Like Moses splitting the Red Sea, and it looks really silly. The panda's peak, though. The panda's an amazing design. The panda I love. The panda has water kuma all over it. Are there ones that you can still recall? Yeah, well, I mean, Kuching had a whole fucking thing that they had to fix. Ningguang, Beidou, there is a few in Genshin that I remember pretty well, but, like, once you start getting into, like, the later patches, like, Bird Mom, I cannot for the life of me remember her name. This one, I can't remember her name. Like, Shishi, I do remember. Chingy, I do remember. Zizhuan, I do remember. Like, but, like, a lot of these kind of get lost in the sauce for me, because they sound a lot differently than what they're written, so it's kind of hard to, like, remember the words and the phonetics. Why is your back? Did everything go okay? It went well. Just like the Shijuan Shifu decides things in a rather unique way. Maybe that's just how the mystic does things. I see. Wise, do you think that Shifu claimed it is what Shifu claimed is real, learning mystic arts and whatnot? It sounds like it came straight out of a movie. Are we gonna be like those movie protagonists who use talismans to defeat ethereals and magic arrays to suppress hollows? Movies are made up. It definitely won't be as excited as a movie, but I don't think Yishuan Shifu's lying. She really did display mystical powers back in the hollow. I see. Well, I trust your judgment. Plus, the mayor must have his reasons for choosing her to teach us. Shifu said that the mayor would have us help her on some investigation. I wonder what that is. Either way, we'll find out soon. There's no rush. Wise, you've been so busy recently. You should take this time to rest and have a break. Go hang out with Vivian! She wants to marry you. She's gonna convince you in like a day. All she needs is 6 hours and some good sloppy toppy. And that's it! Oh, she's so cute. Vivian is so cute. I haven't done this in fucking forever. How many pulls do I have? God, I haven't done any of this! Hi, Viv. I have 96, but like knowing Zenless, I'm gonna get cooked and I'm gonna fucking get mad and not pull anymore. You have free pulls at the store to buy. I do? No. I don't have enough for these. Oh, I have a lot of these. 5. And 14 of these. Okay, well, we can try. But I don't know if I want to waste these. I don't generally pull anyway. Like, Zenless has a really bad habit of cucking me when it comes to fucking getting operators, so... Hi, Yanagi. Fatal double-headed shark, fatal four-headed shark, fatal octo shark, Sharknami, Sharknami 2, Sharknami 3, Sharknami the final showdown, Sharknami the true final showdown. Yanagi, why are you looking at Sharknado movies? Robo Shark versus Crocodile, Invincible White Shark versus Mad Leviathan, Megalodon versus Starlight Giant. Are you okay? Ah, sorry, I was just distracted there for a second. My cortisol levels have been through the roof this week. I wanted to unwind in front of the most brain-dead movie imaginable. Wow, rude! But see why Yanagi's arms don't look so skinny? Look at the width of the sleeves. This might sound sudden, but could you please recommend the worst movie you have to me? Yanagi. I really need a bad movie. Please. We got weird movies, though. Yanagi's clothes give her a fair bit of volume. If her arms were bare, they would also be stick skinny, fun fact. I don't really think that through. I forgot that you only keep movies that you both like, so I guess there aren't any bad ones. In any case, thank you. Seeing as I can't rent out any bad movies, my plan for relieving stress this weekend will be you! We'll have to be the same as always. Sai, here's the comic. It's called Sweet Buns. It's up on Patreon. Go, go, go. This is a preamble to Sweet Buns. Go for it, chat. Noom. Speaking of comics, I actually have to post the cover for next week. Hold on, let me set that up.
Ah, stretchy.
Don't shrimp, chat. It's bad for your spine. Posture check, butt fucks. I have to get up to do this. Hold on. Don't mind me, I'm just setting up a post. Using hubby's laptop for this because, bitch, I could not be bothered to fuck with the stream. I put an Emmett Silk background in it. He hates me now. But he hasn't changed it. That way, if I steal it, he judges me. Patreon, no? Okay. Sometimes the website dies for like... Patreon, hurry up. Put up a post on Twitter first. You know, some websites have been having trouble lately loading. A lot of Google sites have also been a little bit fucky. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves for a minute. Live on Patreon, push, and live on Twitter. Scream about it, chat. I want you guys to get excited. All right, I'm back. That's right, it's Monster Hunter this week. I told you guys I was gonna do it. We're starting with Alma, though, because I love her and she's my wife. I'm really happy with that cover because it actually does look like her. So after a fucking full week of Clusie, you guys are gonna get, Monhun waifus. There you go. Your voice gets several pitches higher away from your computer. Does it? Oh, there we go. There we go. I love it when the server loses its shit. Fuck yeah, baby! Right now, my only plans are for Alma and Gemma. We might add their other characters later if we meet them. So round and soft. I love it. I love Alma. She's very fun to draw. She's been fun to work with. Like, have like half the comic fucking sketched out already, so. Men only want one thing. Yeah, and it's like a fucking waifu that will bring you coffee, chat. I don't know if I should pull for Viv or not, because, like, part of me does want to, but the other part of me is like, ugh, I have, like, 100 pulls and I haven't used any of them. The problem is that even if I get her, I'm never gonna build her. But, like, content. And if I get cooked, I'm gonna get really mad. What do you want the pulls for anyway? Beats me, actually. I don't really use them anymore, do I? Do it for the content. I might, okay, for the content, it might, okay. Okay, I'm doing it for the content, but if I get cooked, I'm gonna be really sad. Okay, I'm taking my glasses off so I don't see the pity. Which fucking... Wait, hold on. Okay, I can't see anything, so I don't see pity. Let's go. I can't know what fucking number it is, because if I do, it fucks with my mojo. I think that one's normal. Skipperino. Okay, we got the fucking... a bunch of weapons and a lollihag. Again! Ba, 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 ba. Nope. If you don't feel it vibrate and the music doesn't change, nothing happens. How many lollihags am I getting this time around? We got Sethi and a lollihag and a weapon. Look, 4-star weapons are actually fairly useful in this game, so... Again! But again, now that I know that, like, the pulls are low-key rigged, it's not that exciting anymore. How many Pipers am I gonna have by the end of this? You either get them very early on or very late towards pity. It's not actually like, oh my god, my luck. Like, no, it's... Like, the luck stat does factor into, like, some rarer pulls, but, like, the normal ones, for the most part, you get them very early on or very late. And I actually have no idea how much pity I have, because I haven't played Zenless for, like, I haven't pulled in ages. I would very much like Vivian, though, and if I get cooked, Zenless, you're never getting my money ever again. The cool thing about Zenless, though, is that it does generally have to happen eventually. So many Pipers. I have no need for any of these Pipers. I don't use the unit, like, ever. Nope. This is gonna be really close to pity, I think. I haven't even been counting. At least I can build Seth a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's it. Who is it gonna be?
One day, I'll be
Hi,
the best
sweetie. Hi,
public security
Seth. I
officer
love
there
you.
is.
Weapon! Weapon! Engine! Engine! I hope it's Vivian I didn't get cooked, because this always happens to me with Zenless. I think that I'm on the list or something. Oh, I love these.
Master's wish.
Why?
Sacred mission.
Okay, I'm on something. Mihoyo, you fucking suck, fat chode. What the fuck? This has happened to me with every single unit. Every single unit I have pulled for in this game, every single unit has cocked me. You wanna know why? Because I fucking spent money on this stupid ass game, alright? And now I'm on some sort of Mihoyo list, which is basically means, oh, this person's willing to wail out. This person's willing to pull more. Well, you know what, Mihoyo? No fucking more, alright? I fucking hate you. Like, I have 35 rolls, eat fucking fat dicks. I'm gonna roll 3 more times and I'm uninstalling, for fuck's sake. I am rolling 3 more times and I am fucking installing. Oh, but Zilly the Zealous, we don't need to play the China patch. We don't need to play the China patch. I would much rather draw Marvel Rivals. Yeah, we're just gonna YouTube it. I'm generally uninstalling if it doesn't show up in the next one because I'm on some sort of list. You won't get anything else from me, mihoyo. Yeah, uninstalling. Fuck this game. If this had never happened to me before, I wouldn't be this upset, but I have literally gotten cucked with every single unit. Every single one. This has happened to me with every single one, which convinces me that I must be on some sort of list of people who actually bought packs for this game when this game first came out, which means you're willing to fucking whale out, right? So, no, I'm uninstalling this garbage. This is trash. Like, Vivian, you're the only good thing to come out of this thing for a while now. That would be illegal as fuck. I would not put it past them. Guys, the pulls are already rigged, so you either hit pity within the first 30 pulls or within the last fucking 3 pulls. You always hit pity at around the first 30 you do, or the 70 to 80 mark. And it kind of sucks, though, because this has happened to me with every single unit. Genshin never did this to me. Star Rail was also a little bit more stingy. But Zenless Zone Zero, despite being my favorite one, has consistently cucked me with every unit. Every single one, without fail. Your follower count is going to drop like a rock since you have audience capture. I believe in my... No, I don't, though. I completely believe in my work. If I have audience capture, then it's time for a purge. I don't have audience capture, though. That's why I have a rule that I don't do mihoyo content for more than 1 week. I do 1 week mihoyo, 1 week something else. There's so much shit that I can work with. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop drawing the thing, but I'm definitely not going to be pulling for it because that thing is a scam. I have to wonder if they're rigged because they show so much. Like, you get to know your pity down to the smallest detail. Maybe. Yeah. You have more pulls in the shop. Do you guys really want to see me subject myself to this and make myself even madder? I go for a piping hot bug of no. Yeah, I actually could. Yeah. The thing that makes me mad isn't the fact that I lost out on the pity, is that it keeps happening. Like, why? Buy the pulls that don't install. Why would I give mihoyo more money? I wanted Hugo, but now I don't. Like, I can get the refs from other places if I want to work with them, and besides, I've been constantly and consistently destroyed on 3 mihoyo gacha. I don't even feel anything at this point. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's me right now. Also, I find it really funny that it's like all the memes in the Pokemon TCG that it's just like, this game is shit and gives you garbage, because it does. Save it for sexy vampire mind. I'm not gonna pull anymore. It's a scam. It doesn't hurt anymore. I really love the fucking, like, the amount of, like, fucking disillusionment in chat. But, like, chat, has anybody heard of this? That you keep getting cucked on units in Zenless? Like, I can't be the only person this happens to. This isn't a luck thing. One time, once or twice, it's coincidence. More than that, it's not. Like, this isn't my luck stat failing me or anything, because my luck stat doesn't exist for these games now that we know that they're rigged. This is something fishy's going on over at mihoyo, because this has happened to me since the start. I've lost 7 out of 9 50-50s. Yeah, like, I feel like this happens to a lot of more people. I have lost 5 weapon banners in a row, and it's a 75 to 25. How the fuck? Thanks so much for the follow. I have a 50% win rate, not joking. It happened to me when I tried pulling for Miyabi. It's happened to me twice so far. So far for me, it's happened with almost every agent. I got them in the end, but I'm not doing it for this one. I'm uninstalling this garbage. At least uninstalling till 2.0. I need the room. Delete. Go away. Item will be deleted from console storage. Get the fuck out of here. So no agent stories? Fuck no! What, so I can go to fucking NPC land for fucking an hour and a half? No! I'd rather play Oblivion. Thanks for the follow. I'd rather play Oblivion. Even after the greatest wise and maybe a moment. Oh, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop drawing it. I'm just not gonna play it for a while. Yeah, we could be playing Expedition 33 right now. A real video game. You can't unlock these characters at all. You have to gamble to get them. Yep. I think I'm just gonna work a little bit for the rest of the stream so we can do just chatting for a while. Gacha sucks. This has happened to me with every single unit. Like, I'm glad you guys are entertained, but for me, it's consistently frustrating because I refuse to give MiHoYo any more of my money, and I am not going to go and become a free-to-play Andy because time is my most valuable currency. My time is incredibly valuable, and I'm not about to give it to a gacha. So we're not gonna touch this until 2.0, I think. Yeah, I don't want to spend money on this anymore. Because I have bought a few packs for Zenless. I'm not lying when I say that. But, like, time is my most valuable currency. And as someone who just genuinely would rather play an actual video game, I'm just not playing Zenless until 2.0 comes out. And we can do it with chat. And we can do it on stream. And it's going to be really fun. But not otherwise. And that's a maybe. Because I don't know if it's going to be good. Like, if 2.0 looks like a really fun time, yeah, we're doing it. But if not, no. I will continue to work with Zenless Zone Zero, but, like, the older cast that I already like, I'm not going to exactly keep an eye out for, like, new units or whatever, because at the end of the day, I like the OG cast better, and it's more fun for me that way. For the most part, thankfully, gacha content is all available to, like, read and watch on YouTube, so if I really want to work with a new character in Zenless, I can just watch those. Do you feel lighter? I do. My soul has been cleansed. I'll let you know if it's worth it. Thank you. And I got back 70 gigabytes of console storage. But what about the story? What about it? I can still watch them on YouTube. That's how I was going through Star Rail. Fuck it, we could even watch them on stream together if you guys want. Like, fucking hell. I'll just react to the YouTube video of someone doing it. No more black screen with white text, hooray! Like, jokes aside, I am genuinely disappointed because this has happened to me with every single unit. But I'm not gonna stop drawing Zenless, I just won't do it so often. Because there's a lot of stuff I want to work with. Like, there's still a lot of Marvel Rivals characters that I haven't fucking sunk my claws into. I want to do more Monster Hunter. I want to dip my toes into anime. I want to maybe keep the Balatro one going because it's funny. I want to start my furry arc. Like, there's a lot of stuff we can do. I'll take the YouTube reacts at this point. Yeah, like, the fun thing about playing Zenless, and this is gonna sound super cheesy and sappy, but whatever, it's playing it with you people. I wouldn't play it by myself. I need you people.
As someone who played these games since Genshin, I can't blame you. I might uninstall HSR after getting Saber and Archer come out, as I like Fate.
Thank you very much for Super Chat. Hoyo fatigue is real, you guys. Also, like, I've been in the Hoyo Gacha grind for years, like, since Genshin came out. Like, yeah, no, I'm not, no wonder I'm a bit tired of it, honestly. I need a few months, I need a break from all me Hoyo Gachas for a little bit. But yeah, like, the main reason I like to play this shit is because of you people. It's because of my things. If I wasn't with you guys, it wouldn't be as fun. Like, I love doing shit with my chat. Especially video games, and especially shit like fucking MiHoYo, which is usually very hype, and a lot of people come over, and we all have a great time, and there's, like, screaming and shit, and that's always very fun. But, like, shit like this, like, pulling on stream, it destroys my soul. It's like, ugh. It's less burnout. Like, I guess it is a type of burnout. Like, it is fatigue. I'm gonna keep working with it, but like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I haven't drawn Genshin in, like, a year or more. But, like, it's fatigue because the games are constantly haranguing me to go back and play or trying to shake my wallet out of my pants. Are you canceling the Vivian code now? No! Of course not. It's already scripted out. And I like her. No, Vivian's still getting her comic. That's still fine. I can still work with Zenless. I just won't want to play MiHoYo games for a little bit. I don't hate Hoyo. Like, not even a little bit. I'm just kind of tired of playing. I just want to, like, make art with the characters that I like from Hoyo, and that's about it. I don't actually want to jump into the game. I don't want to engage with the gacha system because that's exhausting. Like, I can still look at stories and stuff, I can YouTube shit, but I don't want to engage with the mechanics. Burnout is part of a problem. I took a break from Genshin in about 3 months during the 2.x days. Like, I want to go back to Genshin eventually, because I'm still working on Sexy Impact. Fun fact, just UI design sucks. But honestly, I can't really bring myself to be interested in the new stuff Genshin has. I would rather work with the older characters. At least you freed up storage space, yeah. Pink thing, yes. I mean, your character design streams are easily the most watched. Yeah, React stuff does pretty well. Which is unfortunate because, damn, the newest Archon is smoking. No, she's not. Am I the only person that doesn't like fucking Himiko's design in Genshin? It's a stupid suit. It would be great for Honkai, not for Genshin. What's the new story in Genshin gonna belt in some old things? And in Albedo! 10 out of 10 putting your foot down is a win. I don't know how people juggle multiple gacha. I only really play one at a time. It's just like the blacksmith Jaguar Lake. What blacksmith? That's just a fucking clubbing bitch. With cat ears. That's not a blacksmith. I'm sorry. Again, the character design in fucking that plan makes me irate. It's just not good. What happened? What happened to Genshin? It had some good shit back in the day. Question, what's the most important in a relationship? Having different things to talk to each other or the same interest in work and passion? I think have someone that you can share interests with. I would have not married the dingus that I live with if we didn't have the same interests. If he didn't like video games and anime and consuming media as much as I do, I don't think I would have married him. Granted, I'm lazier with my media consumption than he is, believe it or not, despite the fact that, like, that's my food. But I have someone that pushes me into interests that I like, into stuff that I know I'm gonna like. So I think it's better to have similar interests. I like the Natlan designs in another game. They look like they fit more in Star Rail than in Genshin, true. Yeah, I like the design, but where's the blacksmith? Design with no purpose. Wait, you got boyfriend got married? Yeah, like a while ago. Where'd you been? My favorite media to consume right now, anime and gaming is like my favorite thing to go with. Yeah, you got married a while back. Hot take, Natlan is the best yet from Genshin. I'll believe that when I see it. The problem I have with Natlan is a bunch of stuff, but like in the main part, the designs are really like dissonant from other Genshin regions. And also, I'm from Mexican space. The lack of representation and the absolute butchering of my culture really did hurt the soul a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really got excited when I heard that they were working with Mesoamerican designs for Natlan, and then I saw them and my excitement deflated like a fucking popped balloon. I just didn't see it. It has nothing to do with the skin colors, although that is also a little bit disappointing, because, like, hello, if you've ever been to Mexico, you'll realize immediately that there's, like, every color in the rainbow there, everybody's mixed. But it's the fact that I didn't feel like they used the culture enough. Do you like Furina's design? Oh, I love the fucking designs in Fontaine. They're beautiful, and they fit the theme, and they're fantasy. Furina's design is one of my favorites, but after Fontaine, it just kind of fell off a cliff for me, design-wise. My favorite region for Genshin, like, design-wise, probably Sumeru. Like, Sumeru and Fontaine had some really, really good stuff. But, like, the most cohesive character designs Genshin has had, Mondstadt. The old stuff. La forma mamona de gringa que pronuncia Natlan. Nathan! Thanks so much for the follow. I do want to do another Zenless character review, so I might have to reinstall it for that, but after that, I'm done interacting with Zenless. I will put it down until 2.0 comes out, if it's good. Fontaine was beautiful. Fontaine was one of the most beautiful regions in Genshin. It looked super fantasy. It was absolutely gorgeous. Every character there, Nouvelette, my beloved, looked amazing. Even if very, very busy. But, like, it was, like, Rococo French and also, like, British, like, Victorian. So the outfits being that detailed made sense. Natlan is where they lost me. Because it went from feeling, like, fantasy to just urban. Yeah, Natlan was a mix of like 5 or 6 different cultures, and I don't know, they didn't marry the concepts together very well. I stopped playing after Inazuma. I just saw like glimpses of Arlecchino and Verena, and they were cool at least. Arlecchino has a fun design. Yeah, she does. A triste mécanique d'analyse cardinal, bitch. And yeah, no, and the Fontaine story was actually really good. Although I think that Sumeru is when Genshin peaked in writing. Because Inazuma sucked. Inazuma was a train wreck. Inazuma was like, what the fuck is this? Sumeru fucking fixed that shit. It peaked for me. I think it was great. And Fontaine was pretty good too. I don't know about Natlan. I'd have to actually play it or watch on YouTube. But for me, my favorite one was Sumeru. I think Nahida was an amazing design that I really liked. Too bad she's a baby, but you know, fuck it. It's a good character. That's why I stopped. Oh, the middle part of Fontaine was really boring. That was probably what made it go below Sumeru in writing for me. Favorite game right now? Expedition 33. Have you heard that Honkai Star Rail team finally acknowledged their bad story pacing best from the massive criticism from gamers? I will tell you why, because the guy who fucking wrote Honkai Star Rail, I'm so sure he writes novels. Favorite game of all time? Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is one of my favorites of all time, but I do have a bunch that I have very... Tales of Symphonia, also very near and dear to my heart. I figured that when Sunday and Aventurine decided to say a million things that meant nothing. A novelist. Hey, the things I say have meaning. Symphonia's good, but I prefer Vesperia. Story-wise, Symphonia is my favorite. Star Rail has a lot of yap. There's so much reading. I think I fell asleep while I was watching the adventuring beat. My eyelids got heavy. Hold on, I have the perfect example. Where the fuck is it?
One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopherwood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny, it didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then.
Yes.
However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity.
No, it's just TTS.
It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside,
I recognize
place it
him,
on
but
the
why?
shelf
Just
by
because
the
we could.
window, and ask the adults to fashion a cage for it.
Where's this from?
We
Charmony
decided
dove.
that when it regained its strength
This is an
enough to
analog
spread
horror,
its
right? No,
wings,
just TTS.
we would release it back into the wild.
Fine, I'll
tragic
spare
part,
you
something-
the fucking monologue. Stop it, TTS. I came across an AoE fig that was inspired by something you said on stream. What? No. Hold on, I'll give you guys the actual fucking full-fledged thing.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't
Welcome
any
to
location
fucking
in
monologues in
Penacony's
Star Rail.
dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before
No,
you remains
stop, no.
unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
Listen to the speech and rejoice!
That means...
Did you do the same to Welt?
Why is this
It's
a
a
meme?
tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so he should understand.
Because it
what
perfectly encapsulates how pretentious, drawn out, and
Tuning
boring
allows
Star
you
Rail's
to
dialogue can
intuitively
get.
grasp my feelings, which
I love how
also
it went from
means that
like
I
a
cannot
neutral about
hide
MiHoYo to
anything
full-on
from you.
MiHoYo hater mode for the
Now,
later half of the
everyone,
stream.
Please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've
Thanks so much
selected
for
a
the follow.
portion of these to share with you.
God, you speak
I
so
believe after
slowly
going through
too!
Similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand.
We're
my
committing to
thoughts.
crashing out. Oh, I'm
Let's
fucking
begin.
crashing through the
The
ceiling,
first
baby.
decision. A story about a baby bird.
What was the viewer goal in Silent Hill? It was 500 concurrent
This
viewers. Currently,
story
we're at like
happened when
400
Robin
something,
and
so
I
we're
were
getting
very
there.
young. We were victims
Please wrap
of the
it up.
Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in.
Is he supposed to be a
Later
robot?
on,
No.
Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world.
Wake me up with a loud gnome noise when I'm done.
One
I'll
day,
pepper them in
after
periodically so you guys don't fall
While
asleep.
my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard. We
What, would you
spotted a
guys rather have the
fledgling
TTS?
Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny,
They left the
It
CG
didn't
on
even
for like
have
a
all of
full
its
3 to
feathers.
4 minutes.
and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then.
Metal pipe now.
However, thinking back, that winter was unusual.
Oh, Sunday's beautiful. I really like his design,
With
but
fierce
like,
winds at night in the yard. Not to mention
this is
the
like,
many
oh my god, that's so
poisonous
fucking
bugs
much
and wild
speaking
beasts
when
in
the fucking
vicinity.
Sunday.
It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard,
I'm
it
so
stood no
bored. Your eyes,
chance of
can you feel your
surviving
eyes
until
glazing
spring.
over?
So, I suggested we take it inside. Place it on the shelf by the window,
Once there was an explosion, a being which gave rise to
cage for it.
A bang which gave rise to life as we know it, and then it came the next explosion, an explosion that will be our last.
We would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its
when does the game start? That you're looking at it, babe.
Momentary whim. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original.
I love
and
Robin
build a nest
though.
with soft net where the Charmony dove
Robin
fell.
is one of the best designs in Honkai, and I'm pretty sure that they nailed it.
build
That
a
they landed on that
cage
shit completely by
and
accident.
feed it, giving it the
Oh,
utmost
nerd.
care from within the warmth of a home.
We could resume with that. With we picked up a bird and we fucked up. Anyway, I'm bored.
I can't decipher his intentions right now, but based.
Yeah, anyway, I'm bored. Point is, that was pretentious. Bro said a whole lot of nothing. Star Rail. Star Rail. Have you ever thought about organizing your stream bots like the metaphor streams? I don't have time for that, sadly. Every time I think I'm done with Pinakani, there's always more. More and more and more. Pinakani never ends. The adventuring segment made me fall asleep. Any interest in other HSR comics? Currently, no, because I am not really actively playing the game, and there's like 3 characters that I really like. And it really sucks, you know, because Star Rail started out really strong. I loved it in the beginning. And this just tells me one thing. There are some issues internally in MiHoYo. There are some serious issues internally in MiHoYo because every single gacha they have consistently falls off in the 3rd arc. Genshin did it. Star Rail did it. I can guarantee you Zenless is gonna do it. Every single time MiHoYo starts really, really strong, and then by the time they hit year 3 or 4, it starts falling off. It's almost like they should focus on only one game at a time. Or crunching the shit out of your employees is gonna lead to some subpar work, you know? Like, the current content feels more like Genshin more than anything. Yeah, it makes you think. I'm pretty sure it's because crunching your employees like that is not good for morale, and it's not a good work environment, and it's not good for creativity. When playing HSR 2.0 for last year, I felt really great about the Pinakani, but after a year looking at this now, it looks so bad. Yeah! My favorite Star Rail characters, it's Danhong, March, and Stell. That's it. And Robin. The ones I've made art for are the ones I like the best. Let's hope Zenless will break pattern, but currently the state of Zenless, they don't give me any confidence when they will do that. No, they will not break pattern. You wanna know why? Because they just announced another game. MiHoYo abandons their IPs after they see the fucking peak of the live service player base start to drop. Well, not really abandon, but you know what I mean. Like, I guess that's assuming a bit too much, but like consistently their quality drops off by like the 2nd or 3rd year of the fucking game's lifespan for some reason. They're addicted to making new games. It's because that makes them more money. They actually don't see that this is only cannibalizing their currently existing audience because no one has that much time to play gachas. Are you planning to get at Twitch too? Maybe. As a content creator, it's very likely that I will. I'm still not happy about the game pricing, so I might get the bundle just to avoid that $80. Just make an actual game for once, Hoyo. I wish they did. I wish they did. I think they would do a great job because they already have the makings of making something really, really fun, but sadly, they are addicted to money and gachas are way too profitable. And at this point, I guess they're too big to fail. Like, Whether seems more interested in creating new teams to make new games instead of investing that money to increase the size of their teams to help enhance the quality of their games. New game means more money. New shiny thing means people get excited. Guys, what do you guys think that whenever someone starts a new game or has an event, a subathon, a debut, anything, a ton of people pour in, but then when we get back to like the day-to-day business, people just leave? People like new shiny things. They do. I respect Shift Up for making Cellblade. So do I! And I also respect Shift Up for having a promotional piece of artwork that was less horny than Azure Lane. Holy shit. Eventually, Hoyo fans are gonna get sick of them making new gachas every other year and they'll run out of goodwill. It's gonna happen eventually. Maybe not in China, but definitely in the West. If MiHoYo made a new game, they would do great. I think that they would. I believe that they would, but I don't see them doing that. Yeah, the problem is that Nintendo set precedents and now Microsoft are doing it, which sucks. Now PlayStation's gonna do it too. Okay, look. Our only avenue is going to be PC gaming, and PC gaming with indies, which it kind of sucks because while there are a lot of indie games, there is some really good quality stuff in the AAA market. There is. But remember, Nintendo needs you more than you need it. Every other company needs you more than you need it. You don't need to buy the super expensive AAA video games. If you don't want to spend, you can go indie, get a good gaming PC, and just pop off. Like, I feel like at some point it will happen, probably not for a while, that gamers are just going to stop buying new consoles. Because apparently, people are speculating that console prices are going to go up as high as, like, what? $900? No one can afford that shit. Not for a console. With that money, I can buy a decent computer. Maybe not a super amazing PC, but something decent, you know? Like, it's very possible at that rate, the rate going on right now. Yeah, like I heard that a lot of consoles are upping their prices, and games are upping their prices, and eventually that's not going to be sustainable. We have to start thinking about the shareholders, and we have to start thinking about the consumers. The problem here is that it's the suits, is the people who manage the stonks, right? Right now, the current economy of the gaming scene, in most businesses too, is pay the shareholders, fuck the consumers. Make the people who already have a shit ton of money more money, and make the experience less consumer friendly. And I think that's fucked. I personally think that we should stop thinking about paying the suits more and thinking a little bit more about what people actually want to play. And like, it's another problem that like these companies have a mentality of infinite growth. When in reality, there's a cap, and I think we've hit it. Like, there's only so many people who can be playing games at any given time, right? I think we've hit the cap of players at this point. I think that like, mentality of we need to grow bigger, more and more money is going to make it so the AAA industry eventually fucking collapses under its own weight. Like, Game Pass is already running with problems. They don't get a lot of new people. And more smaller studios are putting out amazing games at like 2/3 of the price that most games are going for right now. Like Expedition 33 costs $50 and it has AAA value, if you ask me. Oblivion, it's Oblivion, but it didn't cost $70. It cost also like 60, 50. Like, we don't need games to be that expensive. Everyone who runs a game company doesn't know what a game is. They really don't, chat. Like, it makes me sad. That's a capitalism problem, not a games industry specific problem. Yeah, like, I don't want to get political about it, obviously, but it is a problem with every single industry right now that we want infinite growth and not actual quality. People forget, the suits forget, that people play games because they want to have fun. Not because they want to spend money, they want to have fun. Everyone's slowly becoming PC gamers since consoles on their games are reaching the same price. Not everyone. Some people still like to play with consoles. I have a PS5 and I have a Nintendo Switch. Development costs are getting way too big. The estimated investment for GTA 6 might be around 800 million. GTA 6 has a speculated budget of $2 billion. That's insane. Okay. PC games are actually outselling console games. No, you guys are right. According to 2023 survey by the Entertainment Software Association, 49% of gamers prefer PC, while 32% prefer consoles. Another 19% prefer other platforms such as mobile or cloud gaming. So for the most part, gamers prefer PC. But that's GTA. That's still ridiculous. Yeah, like, if games were getting more expensive and devs were getting paid more, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but the devs are notoriously underpaid. All the money that they're using to raise the prices is going straight into the suits' pockets. It's going to the stockholders, not to all the shareholders in the company, not the devs, not the people making the games. Who plays games on mobiles? People, casual gamers. 2 billion. There is no way in hell that game is not going to be $100. Well, maybe it might, it won't be, but it might. Who knows at this point, chat? Like, Nintendo has opened that door. They stuck their toe in it. And Microsoft has widened the door. PlayStation is going to come in to blast it open. And then that's it. We're going to have to really be picky about what games we want to play. Because, like, in the long run, that's going to fuck them over. You wanna know why? Because people are going to choose to play the game that is better. Instead of just buying any old thing. They're not going to have that much choice anymore because games are going to get expensive. So they're going to get picky, which means they're going to sell less. Like, a lot of people are already mono gamers. They already play one game, a gacha, Call of Duty, whatever. So now that games are getting so pricey, people are gonna be super picky. I'm gonna be more picky, and I'm a streamer. They better up the piracy protection, because it's gonna be more common now. I'm not condoning, by the way. Oh, I don't condone it either, but I'm not surprised. I have like 5 consoles and play a lot of games. Sure, but that's not usually that's the exception, not the rule. You're a gamer. The casual audience are usually mono gamers. Anti-piracy measures only really hurt paying customers. That is true. The problem is not aiming at small, short projects. Imagine how many small games were rejected to make Concord. Yep. In fact, Expedition 33 was originally a Ubisoft project, I think. Then the studio was put together by ex-Ubisoft employees. And look at that. 92 Metacritic score. Like, that is ridiculously good. The problem with the game trying to be the next Fortnite is that everyone just wants to play Fortnite. True. Very true. It wasn't. Well, but the team for Expedition was ex-Ubisoft employees. That is actually true. Ubisoft is seething about it. I haven't tried Fortnite yet, actually. Maybe someday. I want to do a skin review for it. But for now, though, I gotta go. Because I have a busy day tomorrow and I have things to do. I have a fucking Pokemon to finish. Guys, I love you so, so much. Thanks so much for joining me for Zenless and for me low-key uninstalling Zenless for a little bit. But I will see you tomorrow for more Expedition 33, alright? Have a good one, things. Go drink some water, and I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. Bye!